Hey, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I'm not going to hold you long. I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and get this hangout started. Don Jacobs will be on shortly. But for those who don't know me, I'm hosting this call on tonight. My name's Ron Jones, and I hail out all the way from the nation's capital. And so, as we wait on Don is on his way. I think he's rolling in now, but let me just introduce myself. My background's engineering, architecture. I've been, doing technology, basically over 20 years. I'm an entrepreneur by blood. I've made six figures from home on a part-time basis while still having full-time income. My background is in real estate. I have like 6 years, 6 years of experience in real estate investing. When I saw, what this model was, it was absolutely phenomenal. Just being able to have a one-stop shop is what really, limited me in my, the difference from doing one house a year versus doing, one house a week. Right. And so I'm excited about, what's going on right here. And so, I see my main man, my mentor, my guy, Mr. Don Jacobs. He made it on the call. So good to have him, and he's going to do most of the talking. But, I so appreciate him and what he's doing, especially, with just introducing me to the next level in this real estate game. And so there's a bunch of people on the call. And Mr. Don, I hope you don't mind. I was going to get everybody to introduce themselves and just give their background and why they're interested in real estate.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's just kind of start with top to left or whatever. Byron Jones, how long you been in real estate? Where you from? Or whatever the case would be. Hold on.
Real estate business for.
All right, go ahead and start over. My apologies. You was muted, so go ahead, Byron.
That's okay. I still bring the noise. This is Byron Jones from Chicago. I've been in the real estate for over 20-some years, and I've been affiliated with House Jerk since somewhere around October of 2016. I'm excited to be here. It's a great, huge opportunity, and I'm looking forward to connecting with my brothers across the country.
Awesome stuff. Kadada Seegers, just, your background or, why are you interested in real estate and where you from, all that stuff.
My name is Kadada Seegers. I don't have a background in real estate. I'm just looking to expand. I am interested in just like buying commercial buildings and creating something for low income families with housing. So that's why I'm here.
Awesome stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Christopher, what you got, sir?
Yeah, Christopher out here in Atlanta, Georgia, actually in Conyers to be specific. Wife and I have been with House Jerk for 3 years now. We've been investing for over 10 years, doing wholesale deals. So one of the newest House Jerk facilitators. What's up, Byron from Chicago? I see you on the line. I see you, baby. I see you.
Love it, man. Love it. And Rodney Franklin, you got any background you want to share? Just introduce yourself, sir.
Well, I really don't have any background in real estate, but my background is IT and marketing, more so the graphic side of marketing. Got 20 years experience in that field, but always been interested in the real estate market and wanting to know more and how to get into it. So I think right about now with Ron Jones as a mentor and getting to know things better, this is the right time to do it.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Well, Kim, I don't want to skip Kim. What's going on, Kim? Introduce yourself.
Hey, it's Kim calling from Las Vegas. I'm so excited to be on, and hopefully I can get Don out here and we can get this Las Vegas market started. I'm licensed a realtor in both Nevada and California, so looking forward to being a part of the team and getting the Vegas market up and running.
Awesome sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Vegas in the house. Then we got Ricky Tan. What's going on, sir?
How y'all doing?
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm good. I just got invited randomly, so I'm just happy to be here, man. About to soak up all this good information y'all about to give out. I was just chilling here, relaxing with my son before bedtime. So just happy to be here, man. Goes low, man. Just happy to be here.
Man, awesome stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Family, we all at our house right now. We all chilling in our house shoes and our Scooby-Doo slippers on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how you leverage, right? And so guys, I'm gonna move out the way, but man, you guys, if you don't know, there's some guests on the call. This guy you got about to hear, he's not only just a 6-figure, he's a 7-figure. This guy's man, he's renowned all around the world. So I'm super excited. Real estate mogul. He gonna be real humble, but this guy's a beast, man. He's a monster at this sport. So, Mr. John Jacobs, take it away, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. And Brittany just jumped on from Baltimore, by the way.
Man, I love some Brittany. Brittany is really trying to get her game going. I'm excited about her. I'm gonna try to share my screen with you guys. Let me see if I can do a screen share. I'm not real savvy right now at this whole computer thing, but can you see that? Can you see the presentation on the screen? Can you see that on the screen? You see that? All right, I guess I gotta come down off that. I'm having problems sharing my screen. What's that? Hold on 1 second.
When you hit that share screen, there's a blue button at the bottom right. Just make sure you hit that again. Double click that.
So when I pull the presentation up, right, it covers the whole screen. Is that gonna be okay?
Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely good. Make sure it's in presentation mode. Yep.
And then when that presentation comes up, what do I do?
And then that's when you hit share screen.
Okay. All right. So it's kind of pulling the whole thing up. Y'all gotta excuse me for not being too computer savvy, which everybody know I'm not computer savvy. Last time it was a piece of cake.
It was a piece of cake last time. Absolutely.
See, when I pull my screen up, it's not allowing me to do anything. So what I do, I just give you guys a presentation without sharing it. First of all, my name is Don Jacobs. I've been involved in real estate for about 27 years now. A lot of folks on this conference call, they know me and we know them. And I'm glad to see Ricky Tan on the call. He's really doing some beast things here in Atlanta and Byron out there. We got a lot of guys that's doing some big things and they're on this call. And it's good when we can start doing these calls because this is how we really want to build our business across the country. It's going to really open things up for not having to travel from city to city and for us to be able to grow and share knowledge. And we're going to do a lot of trainings on these calls, a lot of real estate trainings, and you're going to get a lot of one-on-one and a lot of personal stuff. So I'm excited for that, and I'm just excited that we're going to start using technology here to start growing across the country. First of all, like I said, my name's Don Jacobs, been doing this 27 years, wouldn't imagine doing anything else. Never been on a job, never thought about a job. I've been really, really fortunate in my life not to ever have looked for employment. I'm going to go through the house trip presentation with you guys real quickly, and then we're going to get around to some questions, and we're just going to talk a little bit because the presentation is very important for you guys to be able to, first of all, be able to do, because you need to learn the presentation if you're a member or if you're planning to build a giant real estate business, not just locally, but across the country. So it is really important for you guys to learn the presentation and get familiar with it, because once you know it, I'm telling you, it's a wrap. Anyway, to start out, the name House Jerk, the jerk part is about speed. It's about acceleration. A lot of people, they think it's about an individual, but no, it's about speed and acceleration. So in order to be really good at real estate, you got to understand, you got to be able to make decisions. And when you can make a decision to get into the business and when you see a deal available, you have to jump on it. You don't have time to think about it. Every day we're competing now with like people all over the country. So you got people from other countries coming here to buy real estate. I'm talking about all over the world. So you have to make sure that when a good deal hits your plate, you're ready to grab that deal. You got a contract on it. You're ready to run. I don't know why a lot of you guys on the call, I know me personally, everybody has a different reason of why they're trying to learn real estate. Some of us were getting on the call because some of us are looking for, financial goals, and some of us are trying to make extra money. I don't believe in extra money. I believe in making real money. So it's always good if you understand that this is a real business, and that if you do exactly what you need to do in order to build your business, you're going to really make real business. I don't do anything else. There is no subsidized income, or there is no secondary job. You couldn't get me on a secondary job. But like I said, I've never been employed by anyone. So this is what I do full-time every day for a living, and I take care of my family this way. And there's a lot of folks on this call, this is what they do full-time. I've always wanted to be in real estate. I played basketball professionally for 10 years, and I really had two dreams in my life. One was to play professional sports, and the other was to do professional real estate. And when I got into real estate, I knew that it had to be about more than just me. So I got into the business, and I started sharing it with friends and family. The guy that taught me the business, he's going to be in Atlanta here. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty soon, he's coming to Atlanta, Big Chris. I got Big Bob coming to Atlanta to work with us, hopefully next week. And he showed me something that changed my whole life. He showed me to go out and buy and sell real estate for no money down. Now, I'm telling you, if you've never done that before, man, it's a powerful thing to be able to buy a piece of property and sell it and not $1 leave your pocket. And when he showed me that, I started showing people across the country exactly how to go out and buy and sell real estate, no money down. And it just has taken off. And I'm really, I'm just excited that you guys get an opportunity to learn something that's life-changing. And it's not like this isn't a hoax. It's not a fad. It's a real live business. So what we're going to be doing in Washington, D.C. tomorrow night is we're going to be we're going to be showing people how to actually go out and purchase real estate with no money out of their pocket. That's a powerful, powerful thing. And at the same time, we're going to show you how to teach other people how to do the same thing and how to reward yourself and how to grow a big business across the country. I'm not going to bore you guys with a long, drawn-out presentation because, like I say, tomorrow we'll be there in Washington. And I'm going to tell you to invite all your friends out and get ready because what we got to share with you, we've got several different programs that really help you guys get going in the business. We've got programs that you can do. We get you $150,000 cash through the form of some credit cards, but it's liquid cash that you can use to go out and buy and sell real estate. We've got several different programs. We've got tons of lenders. Everybody's approved on this call for a loan. Everybody, you're approved. You either need 15% down or 10% down. We only pull your credit based to see if you're going to put down 15% or 10%. But when everybody's approved, listen, they've got a house out there for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Those same houses, you're talking about paying $200, $300 a month on and being in ownership of those things. You need to own as much real estate as possible. You need to get yourself in a position where you at least buy 10 houses. We call it tenant out here in Atlanta. Where you pay off 10 houses, you bring in about $13,000, $14,000 a month, and you go sit by the pool. This is not a tough business. It's a very simple business, but you have to get started. We've got some folks on the call, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them share some of the things that they've gone through, some of their experiences with House Jerk. I want them to share them real quick so that you guys can get a feel for what's going on, not just locally, but across the country. So we're going to start with my man, Ricky Tan. Okay. Ricky, are you there still? If Ricky, bring him off mute.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we can't see you though.
Oh, well, hold on.
All right. I want you to real fast explain, just tell people how you got into business and your story real quick, because people around the country, they want to know you, man.
It's a long story, but just to make it real quick. Came down here. I was doing real estate previously in Charlotte, North Carolina. It wasn't working for me for whatever reason. Be it I wasn't around the right group of people, or I just couldn't find the right mentorship. Was trying for 2.5 years, trying to close a deal. Finally closed my first deal in June of last year. I knew I was trying to move to Atlanta. I was supposed to go out there for a truck driving job. Yeah, I know how that went. That went south. That didn't pan out. So I reached out to a house member of House Jerk. I didn't know anything about House Jerk at the time. I just know that I met him through social media, and that he was always doing real estate. He was always in the field. He was always looking at houses. He was always at an attorney's office closing contracts, doing something. So when they sent me back from the truck driving job without a job, they sent me back to Atlanta broke. I had an option to either, just sit there and just soak and cry, or I could get up. So I got up. I called the dude that I had seen. He invited me to a House Jerk meeting, which I didn't know the house at the time. Got with those group of individuals, and ever since then, my business has just skyrocketed. Like I said, it took me 2.5 years to close my first deal. Now I close about 3 to 4 deals a month, and I've been doing that consistently since November. And I signed up a House Jerk in October. So, I mean, if you use House Jerk like you're supposed to use House Jerk, there's no reason why you can't consistently deals every single month. It doesn't matter what market you're in. Learn your market and execute the tools that House Jerk is giving you, and you close as many deals as you want. I could probably close more if I turned it up a little bit more. But I close right now as it is, about 3 to 4 a month.
All right. Did you know anything? I mean, when you first got into real estate, how hard was it for you to learn the business?
It was extremely hard because, like I said, I was trying to do it by myself because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. I thought I was supposed to, wear the hats and be the big CEO that nobody else knew about besides me. And I was trying to build everything by myself. And like I said, when I got the House Jerk and I started meeting contractors, realtors, other wholesalers, investors, cash buyers, lenders, I was like, damn, everybody in here working together. And it started to click. You know what I'm saying? All I had to do was build relationships with people and just, use the tools that, like I said, House Jerk gives me, which is they put everybody in the same room together for a reason. And I was able to cash out off that.
That's awesome. We appreciate you sharing that story with everybody.
No problem.
Yeah. So are you full-time in the business?
Absolutely. I haven't had to get a job since I came down here, since they sent me back from that truck driving job in Tennessee and they sent me back to Atlanta broke. I told myself I would never give nobody the opportunity to, control my future. So since then, I haven't filled out a job application or anything. I've been holding it down.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, Big Dog.
It can be done, man. It can definitely be done. It's possible.
That's awesome. If you don't mind going back on mute, we'll bring on Mr. Byron Jones and let him share his experience and kind of where he's at with the business and what he's doing. I want you guys to meet some of the players in the game so that it'll give you an idea of really what's going on. So if you don't mind, Brian coming off mute. Thanks a lot, Rick.
You already know. I got you.
Byron Jones.
Hello. I don't know if you can see my visual. That's a different visual.
If you guys don't mind, put your call on mute if you're not talking. All right, Byron.
Hello, this is Byron. I'm calling you from Chicago. I don't know if anyone can see me here.
We see you.
Oh, you see me? Oh, okay, great. I'm sitting here now trying to knock out a contract, and so I'm up working right now. So I'm not at home in my flip-flops and house shoes and all that good stuff, but it's all good. I did a FaceTime today. What do you call it? FaceTime, real time? I'm just learning it myself on the contract we closed today, so that was real nice. But anyway, I'm a mortgage loan officer, and I've been around real estate for over 20-something years. I did a lot of real estate flipping back in the day before the mortgage meltdown. I'm extremely experienced in terms of how things used to be and how things are now. Very well trained. One of the things I want to caution people on is making sure to do everything the right way. Don't take the shortcuts. It's just going to end you up somewhere where you don't want to be, and that will be away from your family. Trust me. But outside of that, the opportunity is huge. I'm a facilitator here in Chicago. I'm looking to blow things up. I'm looking to take the roof off the top of Chicago. If you have any associates, any friends, we're going to post it up in your back office. You'll be able to see our scheduled times when we are meeting, having boot camps, hitting the streets, all in the communities. We have deep, deep, deep undeserved communities going on in Chicago, like almost any big, huge urban area. Chicago is what's still the third largest city in America. And I tell you, the opportunity is right here. So if you have any relationships, any contacts, my doors are wide open. I'm not a selfish individual. My hand is wide open. I can help and will assist anybody that you know of here that needs to connect, learn real estate, get connected to House Church. They will be plugged into the same system that everybody else is learning across the country. I'm true to it, and that's my word. So with that said, I'm glad to be on the call tonight, getting a chance to meet everyone for the first time, and I'm looking forward to many, many meetings, again, calls like this, and live meetings. And I will take the opportunity to come out to your town, your community, and get a chance to network with your folks and just see your grounds, just like you're invited to come here as well. If you got connections here, come on at it. Let's have it. If you got families, cousins, uncles, grandmas, old school mates, whatever, we can just connect them into the House Jerk program, and we can just all make this thing happen. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right. I see Sion on the phone, man. Ain't nothing like Sion on the call. Sion, share your story with everybody. Let them know what you've been doing. Then we'll go to Big Chris next. But share your story with them, Sion, and let everybody know what you've been doing out there.
Well, I started with House Jerk about a little over a year ago. Met my man Don at Perimeter Mall. He helped me out get started in his business. I didn't know anything about wholesaling. I just met with him one day, and he let me know that it's pretty much easy. Just go out there and find deals and sign contracts. So I met up with him. I introduced him with a deal. He was like, "Yeah, that deal sounds pretty good, man. Let's put it on the contract." We put it on the contract. Next thing I know, we're almost at the closing table, and I just been putting deals on the contract ever since. And within
Tell me the story, how you started out, where you from, what you were doing before real estate, if you don't mind.
I was a server at Taco Mac, man. I was working from morning till night, from 11 a.m. to when they open up till 3, 4 in the morning till when they close. And even while I was doing that, I still find the time to be able to put in the effort, to learn this real estate game. And within 30 days, I was able to quit doing that and do this full time. Can't look back, never looking back. They can't afford to, pay me what I make now. So.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. Big Chris, hey, I appreciate that, Sion. Just giving people an idea of what you've been doing and how you've been doing out there. Chris is full-time real estate investor, 30 days in, quit his job, ain't looked back since. I take my hat off to him. He had a baby when he quit his job. He just had a couple twins, right, big dog?
Yes, sir. They killing me now, though.
And he's been full-time ever since. So, hey, take my hat off to you, brother, for taking risks like that. You think you're going to look for a job anytime soon?
Nah, man, not at all. Not at all. It's not even worth it. I can't leave these babies now. I got to do this.
Okay. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
All right. Big Chris, what's up? If you don't mind, put it back on mute, Sion. Big Chris, you out there? We can't hear you. You got to take yourself off mute.
Hold up.
We got you. You just did it. We got you. You good now.
All right, cool. What's up, everybody? Glad to be on the call. Glad to see everybody. I'm still turned up from the live event here in Atlanta, Georgia.
That thing was
got to rub elbows with all the big dogs in the house. So that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm just excited about the whole House Jerk organization and the experience. My name is Chris Spleen. I'm one of the newest facilitators out here in Covington, Georgia. You know, what you got to do first is this thing is nationwide, but I say if you just getting started, you know, start in your backyard, cover your own area and branch out from there. You know, reach as far as you can, but start in your backyard. My background is I'm a therapist. So, you know, I came in the game, I would say just wanting more. You know, I've always been the type to just push the limits. So I've been in the military. I did my time in the military. Then I got out, did my thing as a therapist, and basically, you know, just maxed that whole game out. So, you know, I was like, all right, what's next? And ever since I got into real estate, Don introduced me to the House Jerk family, and I just been growing and maxing that out. So, you know, I just want to, whatever I do, I just want to take it to the highest level that it can be done. I want to go pro, you know, so that's just giving me leverage to be able to do that, you know, because, you know, a lot of guys that get out here and try to reinvent the wheel and like Rick said, you know, you try to start it on your own, but man, we doing everything from building houses with Habitat for Humanity, throwing events, traveling all over the city. When I first started, I signed up with House Jerk. That was the first thing I did. The next thing I did was hopped in the car with Don, and we went to North Carolina and just started recruiting. And we've been going ham ever since, man. We've been closing deals like crazy. Did, you know, 5 or 6 deals with Don. Then finally got my win under my wings and started doing my own deals and just networking. It's just been crazy, man. You know, to the fact that we had to go back and I was like, all right, Don, I've done X, Y, and Z. I need to do something else. He was like, all right, well, you need to do this meeting out here. You need to do, you know, you need to have your own meeting. So it's just so much room for growth and potential. No matter what you want to do, you know, you can do it. And once you plug in, it's like plugging into that cell phone. You all over the world, baby. You everywhere. You everywhere. You able to do in such a short period of time what would take you a lifetime to do, you know, riding on the back of House Jerk, you know, with Don and Alicia Jacobs. So we're just grateful. I know my family is grateful. We've seen things and have been able to do things that we would have never been able to do. Met such great people. You know, we made money. We've been traveling. It's just been awesome, man.
That's awesome, man. Hey, you know, Chris, ain't nothing like a friendship, man. Nothing like it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, big dog. We'll appreciate that, man.
All right.
Yeah, you know we got to hear from Miss Shannon and kind of get a feel for what she's done. Chris, you have a good night, brother.
All right, you do the same, all of you guys. All right, and hit me up. I'm on the website, Chris Spleen. Inbox me. I'm messing around with the website now, trying to master it because it's so big. I think the better you master this website and the better you master, you know, some of the things, the social media aspects and networking, like some of the guys will say, you know, don't overcomplicate the business. Make it simple, but utilize it because there's so many tools out there for you to be successful in this business with this organization. So I just wish everybody much success. God bless, and let's get it.
All right, big dog. Anyway, you know we got to hear from Shannon, the killer, right, Chris? Shannon, you out there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we want to hear your story. We want to hear how you got into business and what's driving you now and what you've been doing and all that good stuff.
Well, this morning I got up at 7:30 and I just home. Been doing that for a year and a half. I started,
Give us
you
a
know,
story.
just.
We want the story. We love your story. Tell us how you got started.
Well, I just.
Start from the beginning.
I will. I mean, I've known Don for a long time. I mean, we went to the same college. You know, we used to hang out years ago, about 20 years ago, and we kind of lost touch for a little bit. And one day I was just on Facebook and I saw Don and all the activity, and he was taking people out in the field, and everybody seemed really excited. So I said, well, I'm going to give him a call. So I actually sent him a private message, and I asked him, I said, hey, what are you doing? I want to do what you're doing. And so he said, well, I'll show you. So a couple of days later, we met for dinner, and he started to show me the slide. Well, after one slide in, I said, sign me up. And, my husband was kind of shocked that I was wanting to spend our last $300 I had. But so he signed me up, and I had $50 left in the bank. And literally the next day, I got in the car with Don, and we hit the pavement running, and I just learned at warp speed. And about after the first month, I bought a house with no money down. I had brought some investors in with me, and we used their money to buy the house. And then I had another investor that actually asked me, wanted to buy my house. So I flipped it to him, and I think the profit was $23,000 off my, the first month. And after I paid my investors, I came away with $10,000. Well, it's $11,500. And so then I was hooked. Of course, the first day I got into it, I went full time because I was literally going in the car every day, learning how to do comps and find out what the comps are in all these different areas. And I had to memorize it, what these areas were, streets. And so I was really just working and training really hard. And so since then, I bought 2 houses today. I sold 2 more today. I sold 1 over the weekend. So, I don't even know. I think I've lost count now of how many deals I've done. It's over 100. But, it's just every day I'm selling houses.
Webinar they having.
So it's been a whirlwind for the past year and a half. And, what I would try to tell people, I'm not advocating quitting a job. If you got to pay bills, you got to pay bills. But I will say this, by me going ahead and jumping in head first and taking that leap of faith and putting everything I had the first 90 days, it is paying me back exponentially like I'd never thought it would. And I just, the opportunities that keep opening up, and, every day something new opens up, and I'm just floored sometimes. But if you're going to do something, you need to do it right and put everything you have into it. You can't, half do something. You can't just jump into real estate and put an hour or 2 in a week and expect to be successful at it. You really have to practice it and learn it and listen to your mentors. You've got to get somebody that's seasoned to listen to, because there are so many, what can I say? So many mistakes that you can make, and you've got to make sure that you can avoid some of those pitfalls. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you've connected with someone that you can trust, that has been there and done that. And so basically that's my story. That's what I did with Don, and I don't even make a move without him anymore. If it's not cut and dried, I call him. Hey, is this a good deal? I still think it's wise to do that. If you get a mentor that you trust, you need to still refer to them, and don't just get complacent and feel too confident, because you can get yourself in trouble in this business if you're not careful. So anyway, that's it.
That's a good one, Shannon. It's always good to stay close to the campfire, right?
It is, and that's what I was preaching today. I have a new guy in the car with me today, and I told him, I said, if you stay close to the campfire, you'll be successful. And he's real excited. So.
Well, I tell you, Shannon's doing a great job because she's a great student, just like Sion and Byron and Ron and everybody. I don't know who else is on the call. Who else is on this call, Ron? I'm trying to, I can't see everybody on the call, so I don't know who to call next. But I'm just giving y'all some, giving you a quick snippet of some of the guys that's been in the business and what they've been doing and how they started and all that good stuff.
Michael Brayswell jumped on.
That's what I've been looking for. Mike, I need you to come on and talk a little bit about the money and what you want to do in Washington, D.C., because these guys need some money. So if you can come on real quick, they need to learn about your program real quick.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Braswell, and I'm a private money broker, which means I lend money to real estate investors for fix and flips, long-term rentals, and commercial real estate. It's all non-owner occupied loans that I do, low documentation, no credit, low credit. It really doesn't matter. And so I recently partnered with Don. I spoke at the Move conference this past weekend in Atlanta about how to get your deals financed. And so I'm a resource for all of you guys to get your deals funded. There are two main ways that you really succeed in real estate. The first one being finding a good deal, which is what House Jerk is all about. And then I come along and I help you get that deal financed so that you can actually, make money on it. So that's what I'm happy about and excited to join House Jerk. Again, my company is Braswell Capital Solutions, and I look forward to doing a business with you guys.
And tell, what is the criteria to your loan? I mean, how's your loan program working? I mean, what kind of credit score do I need? I mean, how hard is it to get a loan through you?
Credit-wise, I have lending partners that don't even look at credit. They look, at the deal. They'll go up to 70% ARV. We're looking at interest rates between 12 to 15% interest only. You're looking at paying 3 to 5 points in origination fees. And they have some skin in the game. Mostly lenders want to see that you have at least 10% down. So if you're buying and rehabbing a property for $100,000, they want to see that you have at least $10,000 to put down. There are still some lenders that I have that will go up to 100% financing, but that's based upon a 65% after repair value. So it is possible to get nearly 100% financing, but those deals can be harder to do, especially if you're a newbie investor without any experience. So I have a number of different programs at my disposal to meet you wherever you are, whether you're new, whether you're experienced, whether you have a lot of money, whether you have a little money. Again, low documentation. So we're looking at business entity documents, 2 months bank statements, driver's license, and a completed application, which is typically 1 to 2 pages long. Can get you closed in as little as 7 days. So my job is to put together the best financing possible for your particular deal. Every deal is different. And so I don't believe in one size fits all. So my job, the value that I bring to the table is to help you get that deal financed however I can with the lowest rates and fees possible. So did that answer your question, Don?
Okay. Anybody got any questions? This is the money right here.
I don't have any questions, but this is Sam from Baltimore. How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
That's good. That's good. Yeah,
if you have any questions, just unmute your computer and go ahead and ask those questions. Just in case someone's talking. Anybody got any questions?
Okay. People really don't get a chance to hear from Brittany, and she's on the line. And she's one of the people that I'm excited about you, Brittany, even though you may not realize, I may not talk to you much. So tell your story, Brittany, if you don't mind. She is currently our House Jerk highlight this month, and we're all excited about her. She's in the magazine. And if you guys go to your dashboard, you'll see Brittany on there. Brittany, are you on? You're gonna have to take your mute button off. Or if you can't get it, Reniki, are you on?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you loud and clear. Can you explain your program to everybody, please?
Absolutely. Oh Lord, I wasn't expecting all this, but yes. Hey everybody, this is kind of neat, but yeah, we have the funding program, and basically what we do is help individuals understand how to really finance deal 100%, understand how to strategically find money. Is not a cliche statement. It takes money to make money. It's very important to understand that. So, but the most important piece is to understand that it does not take your money. You can use other people's money, the bank's money, to start your real estate business. So what we do is help you leverage your credit to maximize the funding potentials to our bankers, so you're able to get money to start your real estate business. We're getting people up to $150,000 of unsecured line of credit, as long as you have a 680, 690 credit score. But don't worry, we don't turn anybody around within this in this program. It's just a matter of getting you approved and getting your personal credit in compliance with what is needed to get you maximum funding. So I let people understand that the first thing of just helping yourself financially is just getting your credit right. Once you get your credit right, it opens up so many more doors. I talked about it at the summit. I hope you all was there. It was a great event. I talked about how to build an investment club. If you get 10 people around you right now that wants to invest in real estate, want to get into this business, want to become financially free in the next few years of their lives, you're able to get their credit right. And if each and every one of you all go through the program and get up to $100,000, $150,000, that equal up to about a million and 1.5 of buying power that you and your group can go out there and invest in real estate. Is powerful. And it's something that we all need to take advantage of. I remember when I was 21 years old, this is how I bought my first property. One thing I understand now is that I would not buy an entire property from an unsecured line of credit. It's a strategic way of doing those things and using it as a down payment and allowing your debt to pay for the debt. But those are the things that we teach everybody, and we provide the service of getting that funding. You have at least a 680, 690 credit score.
And what if they don't have a 680, 690? Can you help them get their credit score up, or how does
Absolutely,
that work?
absolutely. So you'll just be approved with conditions. What we'll do is look at our underwriters will look at your credit report and let us know exactly what we need in order to get your credit report in compliance to get you the funding that you need. Credit is always repairable. I mean, credit can be repaired. A lot of times, I say this thing, and the first thing people say is, "Oh, my credit messed up." It doesn't matter. All your credit can be repaired, and it's almost like understanding that you're able to put. I mean, if it takes 500,000, whatever it takes, get your credit where it needs to be, because that investment within yourself will allow you to position yourself to get that 150,000.
Okay. You got any questions for Reniki? She's a financial planner, strategist, the whole 9 yards, and she's willing to help anybody on the line, get their situation together. And also, she's a lender. She's absolutely a lot of the. If you need 150 grand, well, how does that program work again, Renee?
It's really a process. We pull from Credit Check Total. We look through your report, make sure it's in compliance with what the underwriters are looking for. And with our lenders, if it is in compliance, you're ready to go. We maximize what you can receive. But what we also do is give you additional 3 months of financial advice and advisory to make sure you're using these funds to invest it in a vehicle, in a real estate investment that's gonna give you the returns to pay it off, and you do it again. You want to continue to use this and continue to use it over time.
Now, Reniki, you were at once just a real estate agent, right?
Absolutely.
And explain to everybody, kind of how you got started in real estate and kind of where you're at and what's your future plans, if you don't mind.
Okay. I got started in real estate. I was pretty much 17 years old. I decided to go to school for real estate. I really didn't know what that meant. My parents, no one in my family was in real estate, anything. It was just something as, you know, what can I go to school for that could help that everyone needs? And I just got a house. So I decided to go to school for real estate. You know, my mom and my family began to talk me out of that because they think that we should go to course to get a secure job. She thought it was commission-based job, that I wasn't able to make any money. So I ended up getting a finance and accounting degree at the same time. But most importantly, it taught me real estate and how money works at a very, very young age. And when I bought my first property at 21, it was probably the biggest disaster of my life, but I learned so much. And that's really what forced me. I lost so much that forced me to get my real estate license. And I became a homeowner, not a homeowner, but a home buyer agent. And that was cool for a little bit of time, but I don't know if any on this phone. One thing I know that they don't teach us as agents is how to retire from this business. We are agents selling the most, the best asset possible, and no one have ever showed us how to, as an agent, how to invest in real estate. So I met Don about 5 or 6, 7 years ago, and he began to teach me the investing side, or the wholesale side, of the street side. I had a lot of book knowledge. I tell you, you can say it's two different things. You know, even when you go into these other seminars, I mean, that book knowledge and those simulations in the book is totally different than when you get out there. So I would say it's power in having a mentor. I would never got this far in my career if I didn't have that mentor and that turning point in my career to understand that real estate is broader than being an agent, you know, and how much you can make and how much money you can make from the investing side. So I began to wholesale and things of that nature and invest in real estate over time. And now I'm at a point where I don't do much agency work. I'm pretty much a full-time investor and helping other investors build their portfolio.
Been flipping out deals? I mean, how many deals you do a month?
My goal, which I've been hitting consistently, is about 5 to 10 deals a month minimally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick in the car on the way to go see a house right now.
I know, right? I didn't really I didn't know it was required or anything, but I'm glad.
You ain't low, Nick. You ain't low.
But hey, you gotta stay on the go out here. I mean, I was just for real. You gotta jerk the property. I know 2 people called me about my property today, and all of them is under contract. I tell you like this: if you sleep on any house, it's gone.
What market are you in?
This is gone quick.
What market are you in, Renique?
I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, y'all doing something in Atlanta. Watch what DC do. We about to come
Hey, I
out.
believe in DC. I believe in every market. This business, this strategy and what we do can be duplicated in any market.
Absolutely.
It's all about the numbers.
Now let me tell you guys, Renique is one of the house trip facilitators. She's one of the first really house trip members way back in the day. So she's been with us a long time. So it's, you know, I take my hat off to her and her growth and how she's, you know, I've just seen a complete transformation of a person. She stays close to the campfire and she learns the business. So, you know, I want to take my hat off to you, Renique. But you guys that are trying to get money, this is the woman you guys need to get a hold of. Also, Michael Broswell. You know, we've got some really good lenders on the line that want to give you money. So the only way you're going to be able to get that money is to let us know that you want it. So, Mike, if you don't mind, Renique, did you give your number out or your email or a way that people can get a hold of you?
Okay, my number is 404. I want if everyone can text.
Let's do this.
Where you want?
Let's do this. Make sure you guys go to the House Church website and just click on I Need Money. That way we don't have to go through that.
Absolutely.
Go to the House Church website and then click on I Need Money, and they will get your information and they will get a hold of you immediately. So make sure you go to the House Church website, click on I Need Money, and somebody will get a hold of you within the next 24 to 48 hours. So make sure you do that. We're going to be doing these calls 3 times a week because what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that you guys are getting the support that you need out in the field. So 3 times a week, we're going to go ahead and schedule to make sure that we get you guys plugged into the system, because the system is what's going to drive your business. You know, so I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are excited about what's happening. We've got, if anybody want to come on and say anything, you know, my man Pop is on the line. I can't wait to see him. You know, I'm excited about his growth. I've been watching him grow, and he needed that maturity and that little gap time that we've been away from each other, so he can really understand that this is such a big elephant. You out there, Big Pop? You out there, Sam?
Yes, sir. I'm right here. How you doing there?
Man, I'm doing great. I can't wait to get out there and hang with you guys tomorrow, man.
Man, I told you earlier, I appreciate your consistency and appreciate House Jerk. I have learned a lot since I've been part of House Jerk, which was September last year, I think it was. And it's an incredible business. It's an incredible opportunity. But I'm going to tell you what makes the difference between the winners and the losers. And those are the ones who are consistently applying the things that they learn in this business. Like the young lady says, stick with your mentors, stay connected with your people, learn as much as you possibly can. But it is a big different story out there when you go out there and do it yourself and actually get the hands-on experience. But learn as much as you can. Stick with Don and stick with the House Jerk community. And I know Ron is in DC, just about 40 minutes from me. I'm up here in Baltimore, and we're about to tear all of Maryland, the DMV up. So I'm with you, Ron. We're gonna get together real soon.
And let me tell you guys something. It's about connecting the dots. And what you need to make sure that we all do is we need to all connect around the country. See, when we move as one, it's going to be a whole lot harder for anyone to defeat us. There's no way to fail at it. See, if you know one person that's actually bought and sold a house, no money down, that means that you can do it, because everybody on this call is willing to help each other. And that's the beautiful thing about it. We got the guys on the call also that's wanting to give you money so that you're going to be able to form personal relationships with these guys. So they want to give you money. So understand this. This is not some fluky thing, or, you know, I've been doing this 27 years. So the best thing we could do is bring everybody together so that you can actually touch and reach and feel the person that you need to touch to move your business forward. Does anybody have anything else to say before we close the call down? Hey, it's time to start, you know. You got anything you want to say?
I need some deals if anybody. On it out.
Hey, let me tell y'all something about Ricky, man. He from New York, right? Ricky is on fire. Ricky came down to Atlanta, and he took his business to a whole nother level. And I'm so excited about his journey, because he has a real journey, and there is nothing like watching a man who kind of got knocked down a little bit get up. So, you know, so I'm excited about you, big dog.
Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's love.
Hey, as soon as I learned how to work my technology, I just figured out how to take my phone off of mute. This is Byron from Chicago. For like hours, I was trying to take my phone off of mute. Y'all know my old school self.
Hey, that's why we're a community. That's why we're a community. We got you, Doc. We got you.
Hey, I got all the knowledge. Just if I can connect that with the technology today, man, I did my first post when I was in Atlanta, and it was like crazy, you know. So if I can connect that with all my real estate experience, man, it's going to be beastie in Chicago.
Awesome stuff, man. Hey, so let me just drop this plug real quick, man. So tomorrow, guys, Washington, D.C., man, Don's going to be in the building, man. I'm super excited. I could drop you guys the address real quick. But look, if you know anybody in the D.C., Baltimore area, it doesn't matter if they're a carpenter, if they're an electrician, a real estate agent, get them in the room. Don, man, he a beast. Y'all already know, but if you hadn't heard him already, you want to definitely get a chance to get your folks in there live. We have a sign-in sheet. You know what I mean? We totally, you know, we deal with integrity. So if you send them in there, we'll make sure they get locked in under you. So
hey, I'm gonna try to get. Hey, this is Byron. I'm sorry to interrupt. My twin sister is in DC. She's in Maryland, called Upper Marlboro.
Upper
If you guys know, yeah, you know better than I know. So, my sister, her husband, and her husband's brother, he's in real estate. I have strong ties there. I just didn't know to connect them, so I'll be sure to connect them.
Absolutely, man. You can give me a call. It's totally up to you. But it's going to be at the Holiday Inn Express off of Mercedes Boulevard in Camp Springs, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. And if you guys, want to get my number is 240-346-4159. Just shoot me a text or something, and then we can get you guys tied up. This has been an awesome call. So anybody got any questions for Don before you close up? Any questions at all? Any questions? Going once.
Going twice.
Can you give me the phone number again?
My number is 240-346-4159. All right.
All right. You guys have a great evening, and see you in DC tomorrow.
Awesome.
Peace.
Appreciate you.
All right, now.
Anybody want to record it, holler at me.
Peace.